Celebrating 4 million downloads, we have the Tropical Paradise banner coming out with Summer Leone and Summer Juno literally releasing tonight. And they bring along a pretty cool banner. Like, in all honesty, it's actually not a bad banner at all. But the question is it worth your gems? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. Tropical Paradise will feature Summer Juno, Summer Leone, Veronica, and Shady. 4 units. Look at that. Not only will we be having the summer banner coming back, but we'll also be having the summer equip banner as well, from what I understand. Of course, you guys like some pretty interesting equips in here if you want to look at them and you want to see what you get. I mean, I don't think any of them is like too crazy from what I remember, but you know, there might be one that catches your eye. I think the best one for most people is usually Duke the Legendary because it's a really good break item. Let's talk about the main units real quick. We got Water Juno, Summer Juno, whatever you want to call her. And if you don't know what this girl does, she is an absolute behemoth when it comes to stacking the magic damage. She actually, I hate to say it, she's pretty much the better Sharon. I'm talking about with this true art, you're able to endlessly stack water damage and magic damage as much as you want for 50 seconds, and it's on your true art. You don't have to use your normal art. You don't have to alternate if you don't want to. You just keep buffing up your true art and just keep going crazy. Even with that though, I don't think Water Juno is a necessity by any means. It's not like her counterpart Light Juno. There's really nowhere else to put it. She's just a really good unit overall. Very strong, very solid. Good unit to have, but definitely not needed in most situations. Next is actually Summer Leone. Now, Summer Leone, I actually regard this girl as being pretty high, a pretty good unit whenever I first saw her because a lot of people was giving her a lot of flack. And let me just say, after I got her, I agree with all the hate she was getting. The main problem with Summer Leone is that this girl is an arch-genner, and she also is able to buff up everybody's crit rate. The thing is that her arch-gen type is type B, meaning that you won't be able to use her and someone like Haruto on the same team, which sucks. I mean, you technically still can. Haruto's arch-gen will actually, I think, overtake Leone's because his is more arch-gen, but still, it's like, you know, why would you do that? Just a better composition in most situations is just run like Haruto with like True EX Gate, run like Sakura Miku, and then call it a day, put on your other 2 Earth units, go to town, you know what I'm saying? Instead of running something like Summer Leone, because Summer Leone doesn't really do much. Apart from just buffing up your team's earth damage, and then also she's able to give everybody true arts damage on her art, it's still like, I mean, you know, there's just better options, right? If you want arts damage up and you actually have Rudius, you could just use Rudius on a mono earth team, and he's going to give you more arts damage than Summer Leone would. You know, there's just so many options with mono earth. And that's the main like flaw with mono earth, but also the good part about it is that nowadays there's just so many options that you can do with mono earth, where it's like, who do you actually want into the team and who do you want out? Because in my personal opinion, I don't think you take out Sakura Miku and Haruto. Haruto and Sakura Miku are must-haves. After that, it's like, well, who else do you want to put? And then you're probably going to be putting damage dealer. Then the last unit, you better hope you put some type of tanking or someone else who's going to help your team tremendously. But yeah, overall, I think that Summer Leone is definitely the lesser of the two. I just really don't like this unit. After I got her, like I said, really didn't use her too much at all. Lily is still in my box. Haven't touched her. And I really mean this. I haven't used her at all. I think I actually have like 1 or 2 quest clears on her in total. So yeah. However, we have the other 2 units on the banner, Veronica and Shady. Veronica is actually a sleeper hit attacker. I think a lot of people really underrate Veronica. Some people don't even know this character exists, I feel like. Like, if you are newer to the game and you want a damage dealer that kind of just buffs up herself, does everything for her, and you don't really need anything else, Veronica is actually that. She's insanely good, like insanely good in that regard. Doesn't need anyone else to buff her up. You really only need Arch-Gen with her, and then she can do the rest of the damage completely on her own. Also, if you're going to be using Veronica, I do highly recommend you get her true weapon. And next is Shady. I actually thought this unit was a base 5-star unit. I didn't know that she was actually tied to like Hero Festival banners and stuff like that. Shady is really good, but mainly for nuking. The reason why is because, as you can see from her slots, she has all support slots. As far as like what her actual unit does, for the most part, you're not going to really be too concerned about that. And I think you're going to be using the art most of the time. I'm not for sure. I don't use Shady myself, but I think most people just use the art since it buffs up everybody's damage. But yeah, she's mainly used as a unit to hold type 0s, to hold like very important support equips and nuke comps. And she's really good. If you wind up getting her, she is one of the better nuking supporters in the game due to all the support slots that she actually has. And that's all the units. So now we get to the verdict. Is this banner worth the crystals or not? And let me just tell you, if you're one of those people that are following the Emperor plan, you know, saving every banner, I definitely think that you could skip this banner. I don't think this is a must summon by any means. However, if you are newer to the game, like you just started with Kill a Kill, this actually is not a bad banner whatsoever. Mainly because Veronica's here, Shady's here, you know, that could be future nuking support if you ever decide to get into nuking. Also, Summer Juno's here. Summer Juno, of course, is one of the better magic damage damage buffers in the game. And if anything, I would say if you're newer to the game, I would recommend at least doing your guaranteed on this banner. Do your guaranteed multi-summon, see if you get anything good. If you get something good, congratulations. If you don't, it is what it is. Don't go any deeper. Just do your guaranteed and get out. Either way though, fam, that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you all for coming out. If you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend you check out either one of the videos popping up on your screen right now. Great Grand Summoners content, guarantee you love them. And oh yeah, before you leave, don't forget to drink water.